What is going on, believers? Guys, it is time for us to talk Donald John Trump NFT. Now, if you've been under a rock, you missed out on it. If you haven't been, then you know that several days ago, number 45 launched an NFT collection on Polygon for $99. How did they do? Well, this is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast.
All right, guys. So we started off right here. Donald Trump announced his NFT collection with a commercial in which he does his typical hyperbole. Look, you don't have to like Donald Trump to realize that he is an entertainer and he provides entertainment to a lot of people. He grifts, we all do. He lies, we all do. He does all the things that we as people do. What he did, they got him elected, was he paid attention to some people who have been neglected for a long period of time. And those people, they value what he brings to them, maybe not in terms of results, but certainly in terms of he makes it important that they feel important. And that being said, that created an almost cult-like following. A lot of people, election denial, a lot of different things that have happened over the years. So when this launched, of course, it set off a media frenzy. But here's what we have to look at right now. If you bought a Donald Trump card for $99, then what is it worth today? Well, according to OpenSea, the floor price of the Donald Trump NFTs right now is 0.285 Ethereum. That's down from 0.295 when we started this, but it's very easy to take the Ethereum price, which right now is 1,183 times 0.285. And that means that one Donald Trump NFT that you bought for $99 right 3 days ago is now selling for $337. Now, that's great. That's a big profit. Let's go back over here to OpenSea. Is anybody even buying? Because if you look here, there is a volume, there is a floor price, there are offers. 11% of them are listed. There's 15,000 owners, which means that people own an average of 3 per person. So not a lot of people have them, and that's going to be important in just a moment because we're going to talk about future price action. Only 35% unique owners. Again, only 1/3 of people own these. But let's take a look at this. We're going to click on it, and we're going to look down here. Are people making offers? People are making offers on this, and you can see right here, hasn't been an offer since yesterday, but you can see that there are offers, right? And the best offer right now seems to be 2.7. So that actually makes this a valuable item. So if you bought $5,000 worth, then you would have made or could have made, as of today, about $15,000 having bought just a couple of Donald Trump NFTs. Now, question was, why did this happen? I mean, really, who cares, right? The point is, this was an opportunity for you to make money. Look, you don't have to like Donald Trump, but anything Donald Trump touches moves the needle, okay? No matter what you think of him as a person, remember, as a media celebrity, he moves that needle. Now, real quick, we're going to go back to September because something important showed up in September as a story that led to, and I have exchange with people all the time, and they were in absolute 100% denial about it. But here is the story. Cash poor Trump may have to dump his skyscrapers at fire sale prices if he loses the New York fraud lawsuit. So we don't know this to be entirely true. We know that there are a lot of people who are speculating on how much cash on hand he would have available. Now, that is important, and he probably could use cash because when you look at business dealings and you look at what's going on, he does have a tight-knit group of people, but it's still a business, right? And Trump Hotels, because of the way he's treated people or because of the way people felt about being treated by him, he's made his business dealings a little bit more difficult than they probably should be. So there is the possibility that he has a cash crunch. There's a lot of people who are millionaires, who are billionaires, who just don't have access to a whole lot of money. So this simple thing right here created a there's 45,000 of them, and it created for $100, that's $4.5 million. $4.5 million in just a short period of time with with, by the way, going back over here and looking at the activity tab and the analytics over here, you can see that 10% of each sale goes back to the original creator, which in this situation is probably being split with Donald Trump. So it's a recurring sort of revenue so far. And the volume so far, 5,880 ETH. So after the initial sale, then there's still a magnificent amount of volume. So this has been a great thing to remove that cash poor sort of moniker right there. And look, you don't have to like it, but it did work. And then because he is who he is, CNN cannot help themselves but to give him free oxygen and free publicity. Look, if you're over here crying about Trump NFTs, if you're complaining about Trump NFTs and you're complaining that he's done this, then all you're doing is riling up his base and making them say, well, I'll absolutely throw money at this, because if the liberal media doesn't like it, Donald Trump's, and this is what you have, Donald Trump's NFT superhero trading cards timed the market all wrong. Really? Because it sold 45,000 in about 2 hours and generated $4.5 million in revenue, with 10% coming back every single time. And the value up about 4x, at least 3x, but about 4x from when it launched 3 days ago. So when this guy says this, that Donald Trump's entrance into the NFT world came at the worst possible moment. Why? Because it's only 4x right now, and he made $4.5 million plus the recurring revenue. So this is somebody who's taking an opportunity to try to take a shot at somebody who actually succeeded and made money. But let's stop that. What does MSNBC say? Trump makes major announcement, and it's the most embarrassing of his career. Really? Because it just made him $4.5 million. Are you not paying attention to it? Listen, there's a disconnect between what is true and what your opinion is of what's going on. Now, it's fair to say maybe it was the worst time. From the crypto market standpoint, maybe it was the worst time. But is it really? Because if Donald Trump people, normal, average American citizens, are looking at this and saying, you know what, if he's doing this, why don't I take a shot at it? Why don't I get in on this and see what all the fuss and all the hype is about in crypto, right? So what is wrong with adding new investors into cryptocurrency? And Jesus Christ, MSNBC has a lot of pop-ups. No wonder I've never been. Donald Trump raises eyebrows, blah, 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 blah. And they're just talking bad about it, but they don't understand. Nobody understands what's going on. And you look at the mass coverage over here. Donald Trump superhero trading cards time the market's wrong. Trump NFTs are not art unless you consider grifting an art form. Trump NFT announcement, allies blasting crypto move after FTX collapse. Yeah, you know what? Steve Bannon is not happy. Steve Bannon, look at Steve Bannon. Unless you come in a flask and you're made out of pure alcohol, I don't think anything that you have is something that Steve Bannon's going to like. I mean, we're looking at him, right? So that begs the question: what next? Well, listen, guys, we're at the start of something that Donald Trump has launched. If he gives any level of support to this, then you can expect your NFT to be valued at least double what it is right now. Now, that doesn't guarantee you riches. It doesn't guarantee you a lot. There's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be interested in it, but we have to go back and you have to use this simple math. There are currently 15,000 unique holders right now, but there are 75 million people who voted for Donald Trump, okay? Just consider that. Of those 75 million people that voted for him, how many are fanatic? And if you come up with a number around 10 million, then you might be right. 20 million, maybe. 30 million, that might be stretching it just a little bit, but it would be reasonable to say 20, 25 million fanatics who are willing to do whatever it is that he wants done within reason. I'm not saying that they're just blind followers, but within reason, they'd be willing to do whatever it is that he would like to see done. And if he would like them to get into cryptocurrency, and if this thing gets tied to a cryptocurrency, like for example, there's already a Trump that's been launched. So, and then there's Let's Go Brandon, which I think the paraplegic from North Carolina, the gay kid with the boyfriend who was pushing him around. I don't remember. Madison Cawthorn. that guy has Let's Go Brandon. There's all these different there's all these different tokens that look, if you're adding new people into this space, then you are changing the narrative. And if there's going to be more people in the crypto space, then we are better off today because Donald John Trump, your 45th president, invited more people into the crypto ecosphere. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like this content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified of future content. We'll be covering stuff like this all the time. And if you didn't, hit the dislike button and tell me what your pronouns are. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I am always right. And we will talk to you guys soon.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. I'm sitting on top of the world. I want to be shining.